What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Alistair Scott for coming through and boosting up the coin. So we got a throwback Thursday for you, man. Since we've had no sign of life, listen, people. Let me tell you something right now. Since the federal authorities have informed the YB, there are currently no signs of life of this guy, Ben Whittaker. What we're fixing to do, if I can find it. Where is this moody link? Oh, it must be on here. Bash, we got it, folks. Must be here, in fact. We're going to go back on a Throwback Thursday and see what he had to say a few weeks before his fight. Listen to this one here.
Beterbiev walked past and I was like, oh, he's not that big. You know what I mean? I thought he was this big, massive monster. But, yeah, it'll be good. I might lie to you and say I'm going to watch it, but truthfully, after every fight, I like to go home, eat and play my PlayStation. So I'll be bringing my PlayStation out to Riyadh and I'll probably do the same there. Yeah, well, Beterbiev walked past and I was like, oh, he's not that big. You know what I mean? I thought he was this big, massive monster.
Listen, man, let me tell you now. Yeah? Let me tell you now. He's not that big. He might as well be 200 foot tall to this corny looking ass dude. That's for damn sure. Imagine the ungodly things Beterbiev would do to this dude. He'd be out of gas after 4 or 5 rounds. For sure. Out of gas. What kept Bivol alive was the fact that he could run his feet pretty effectively for 12 rounds. And even then, in them last few rounds, it was catching up with him. Yeah? And I get it, you've got to be confident. You can't think everyone's got to beat you, but there is a certain level of respect. When you ain't done nothing, which is what Ben Whittaker has not done, I'm not interested in a moody amateur gold silver medal. I'm not interested at all. Based on evidence we have of how little value it really carries in the pro game, not interested. Yeah? How can this guy come on it? He's not that big. And you can say, oh, IB, he's just commenting and whatever else. You know what he's saying. He's saying, I saw Beterbiev and he looks sweet. Right? Oh, he's not that big. I could punk him. That's where that's coming from. Like, he could really do something with Beterbiev. Yeah? You got Liam Cameron problems. Liam Cameron's solid. He ain't Beterbiev, though. That's what we do know for a fact. You got Liam Cameron problems. You can't even answer them charges. You are charged, Ben Whittaker, in the court of the boxing gods with representative the YB. You are charged with bottling and choking a squabble with Liam Cameron. Yeah, how do you plea? We need to know. That's what you charge me right now. You bungled the fight. Didn't want to be in there no more with Liam Cameron. So for you know what's inside yourself, man. You know what's inside yourself. You know if you really with it or not. To sit there and say, oh man, Beterbiev, he's sweet. Ooh, I saw Beterbiev and I was like, ooh, he's sweet. You bugging, man. You bugging. This is the problem with single parent households. Because the mothers, they raise you thinking, oh, you can do this. You can do anything you want, Ben. No doubt Ben's mum was telling him, yeah, I know you whoop Beterbiev ass. Just pumping his head full of rubbish. 2 2s. Life and reality of life, bash. Slap him right in his mouth. Not focused on what he's supposed to be focused on. Rather than, you can't even say he's really sizing up Beterbiev. Sizing up Beterbiev, means you've got to half do something. You do nothing with Beterbiev, so you weren't really, in your mind, put it that way, that's the best way of putting it. In your mind, you were sizing Beterbiev up. The reality was, the only thing you were sizing up, it would have been a whooping. I wouldn't mind seeing it, though. I wouldn't mind seeing it. But you came unstuck against Liam Cameron, man. Even Lyndon Arthur's no good like that. And again, this is the comeuppance, because Whittaker slagged off, what's his name? What did I say? Lyndon Arthur. He slagged him off, Lyndon's slow, Lyndon's no good. And then this guy's in there. Fair play to Ben. I saw him, he was trying in there. He was huffing and puffing. Wah, wah. making all the noises, but he can't punch. That's what the facts are. Oh, YB, you never boxed before. Oh, YB, what's your pro record? He can't punch. Yeah, we can sit here and talk about my pro record and whatever else all we want. That will not change the fact that he can't punch. He cannot punch. He tried. The argument was, well, he can't punch because he's always light on his feet. Well, turns out he stood spark there with Cameron, and Cameron was laughing at the shots. He was laughing at the shots. Couldn't wait to throw back. Not bothered at all. And Liam Cameron, I think Liam Cameron's better than his resume suggests, for sure. But I'm trying to think of an example. He reminds me of not a Liam Smith-esque. Yeah, a little bit. Listen, I think Liam Cameron's best hope would be like a Liam Smith type dude. That would be his best hope, around that level, which isn't a bad level at all. I think Liam Smith nicked a belt. He was never really a real world champion, but he nicked a belt here and there, I believe. That's what, maybe not in this generation because of how dense it is, but if Liam Cameron could nick things here and there, I think he'd end up going on to win a belt, like Billy Joe did, for example. Billy Joe, Liam Smith, them guys who had belts like that, I'll see in a few years he could be of that class. Because at the end of the day, oh man, look at this moody setup man's working with right now. Look at this moody setup. How moody does the setup have to be that I can move my hand and the mic goes flying off? Look at this here, people. Let me just put your man on right now. Look at this here. What is this, man? What is this? Look at this moody setup right now. Ghetto, look at that, pulling the drawer out and shit. Yeah? These are truly wicked times. Man can't even have his streaming set up. You understand that one, people? Yeah? Anyway, listen, Ben. What Ben needs to do now, Danny D is really, for me, the Jesus of boxing. What I mean by that is, what are Danny D's teachings? Yeah, Danny D taught us that you can be on your knees 1 minute and the next minute you're wading through the gates of Warriors Paradise. It's as simple as that. It's just a choice you've got to make. So Ben Whittaker, a year ago, I'd have said to you before the prophet Maximus Danelius came down and gave us his teachings, a year ago I'd have told you, bosh, he's finished, Ben Whittaker. And statistically, gun to my head, if I had to bet my life on it, I'd tell you he's finished as well. I'd bet on him being finished. But, like the prophet Maximus Danelius taught us, it's a choice, end of the day. That's exactly what Maximus Danelius taught us. It's a choice. You can choose to jump on your knees, or you can choose, take that. Yeah, you can choose to give all these man the Diddy versus Meek Mills. Those are your choices. You can be, in fact, the better analogy is, as far as the fight game goes, in any given moment, in any given fight, you have two choices. Yeah, you can be Diddy, take that, or you can be Meek Mills. That's what you can be. Yeah, that's what you can ever be. You can be the taker, or the giver, or the taker. Against Usyk, Danny D was a taker. Yeah, he was taking that. But in all the other fights, Miller, Hrgovic, John Stewart, he was the giver. He decided, I ain't going on the bottom no more. I'm a top. I ain't getting bottom no more. Getting bottom, that's what he said. Proverbially speaking. Yeah. The prophet Danelius taught us he ain't going on the bottom no more. He a top now. He topping dudes. Pause. That's what he doing. So, whilst the future looks lost for Ben Whittaker, and his ego, this video here shows his ego needed to be taken down. Because he wasn't even knocking the bums out, right? Let's call a spade here. He should never be sizing Beterbiev up, ever. You're going points with bums. That Ezra dude, he's okay, solid. I'd call him gym level. That Ezra dude, he's top gym level. Solid gym level boxer. You can't hurt, you didn't put him down, didn't hurt him, didn't stop him. So you should never be looking at Beterbiev like that. So your head definitely been pumped up somewhere it shouldn't have been. That said, I'm not a hater. I'd love for, like Dubois. Yeah, I enjoy watching it. For someone to come back and show us Transcend, it's the most. Anyone could be an on top fighter. Anyone can never lose. Once you've been on your knees, or once you've been somersaulting out of a ring, that's when we know what you're made of. Anyone can, clearly, again, the Prophet Danius, the Prophet Danelius. That's all I need to say to you, man. He's shown us the way. Who here thought it was possible? I've seen Audley Harrison finished. I've seen Anthony Johnstone finished. It wasn't until 2024 the Prophet returned and showed us there is another way. You can look finished in your career, washed up, quitting all the time, and spin it around. I've never seen one of them before. I'm trying to think of an example. Historically, where someone quits and then they kind of turn it around and they end up at a higher level than they were before. It's almost unparalleled. Hence, Prophet status. So, if I was Ben Whittaker, my advice to him would be, go and apply to be one of Stan Dubois' adopted sons. That's what you need. Yeah? Tell your mum, hey mummy, you spent a great 25 years in this single household, but I need Stanley D right now. That's what I need. I need Stanley D. I need some of the Jet Li Unleashed film in my ass. Discipline. Yeah? Because these ones here, he's too much focused on himself, and he's too much focused in his own world. He needs to live in Stanley D's world. That's what he needs to live in. Yeah? He needs to be told what to do. Hey man, take them shades off and get to work. Yeah? That's what he needs to be told, in my opinion. And you got all these goofy trainers around Ben Whittaker, licking his backside. Yeah? Stanley Dubois will fix this dude. That's what will happen. Forget him tight. You're regimented. He'd know exactly what to do, because Dan know what to do. Yeah? Dan know what to do. He knows what not to do as well. Listen, Stanley D told Daniel, don't bother come back here. Get this guy. That's what this skinny, light skin Donny need, man. Take them shades off. Stop talking about how he ain't that big. And get in there and handle your business. It's possible. I mean, my money would be on Liam Cameron again. Because I'm never going to bet on someone. That was, I mean, come on. I mean, the Usyk, when Dubois quit against Usyk, that was pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. That was pretty bad. But it lacked the light-skinned theatrics. People, light-skinned Donnies, fair play to Dubois. He took a knee. When you take a knee, you take responsibility, right? You've owned it. Everyone knows you quit. There's no question. You decided to jump on your knee rather than fight. The light-skinned Dons like David Big Toe Haye, oh, my little toe went. Yeah, oh, my Achilles went. It's always something going with them once. Oh, I twisted my ankle and fell out the ring. It's always something with them, man. Theatrics. Deception. Moisture. Zest. There's always got to be something. Rather than come out and say, hey, listen, man. David Haye should come out and say, listen, I didn't want to fight with Vlad. I wanted the bag. That's what he wanted, right? David Haye didn't really want fact. Even if you think David Haye is the best thing since sliced bread, no one can ever tell me, oh, my voice, the Kabbalah shot my voice, man, for real. No one can ever tell me David Haye had bad intentions or any intentions in there with Vlad. He went in there to lose on points, is what he went in there with. And that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but you know what I mean? To go in there to lose on points and then to come out and be humble and say, listen, man, the better man won tonight. But to try and spin a yarn, my toe. If I had the toe, if my little toe was there, I'd have been able to push off and get... It's like, come on, man. Do you think we all have learning difficulties here? That's what it is, man. Ben, when you just sat there, yeah, and went and threw it back, yeah, for Liam Diddy Ron, people, yeah, Ben Whittaker, when you threw it back for Liam Diddy Ron, Liam Cam Diddy, yeah, What was my point? I'm not even sure what my point was now. I forgot now. I was so focused in my head trying to put the words Diddy on Cameron somehow. I forgot my bars, but listen, man, I'm sick anyway. I shouldn't even be recording right now. About to roast this guy. He finished. He finished, in my opinion. He needs to get the Stanley D. That's what he needs to do. Stanley Dubois. Find him in the yellow pages and hit him up. He'll put you right. That's what he will do. Or if anyone can do it, it's Stanley D. Yeah, he needs to get in camp with the Prophet Maximus Danelius. And that's his best hope. I mean, it really is a choice. You have a choice. When that bell goes, you have a choice. To leave it all out there. Die trying. And people, the new age guys, they say things like, oh, well, it's easy for you to say, YB. Oh, it's easy for you to say. This is what you signed up to do, though. It's like, imagine you're a plumber and you've got to put 10 plums in, or whatever they call it, 10 pipes in. And you only get through, you've done the 4th one, and it's like, well, I'm trying to think of an example now. What analogy am I making here? It's like being a plumber and then complaining about laying pipe. It don't make sense. You signed up to lay pipe. Oh, I've got to lay loads of pipes today. Yeah, that's the job you've signed up for, right? And the new age people say things like, oh, well, YB, they didn't sign up to take damage. They didn't sign up to take brain damage. Well, actually, you did. It's like the oil rig workers. Super dangerous work. If one of them loses their arm, you never really hear them complain saying, oh, I didn't sign up to have my arm. They kind of get it. You're someone in the military. They get it. Oh, well, my leg got blown off. It's not ideal. And the government ain't really helping out. Because they've used my body now for what it's worth for. But still, you get it. There's no one, oh, wow, I need to think about my health. You signed up for that, man. Take some responsibility. These athletes, these boxers in particular, the UFC guys, for example, to be fair to them, they look to me like they take a lot more damage. You don't hear them whining, though. I don't hear them saying, oh, I need to think about my health and think about my future. If that makes sense. You don't hear them saying that. Oh, well, I had to pull out the fight because... I had to quit the fight because I had to think about my health. Oh, my health. Oh, I just don't need to be in there taking shots. No one said you did. Sit down somewhere then. That's what you need to do. Stop digging pocket, man. Stop digging pocket and fighting bumps. And again, the biggest hypocrisy in this game, I don't like, when Ben Whittaker's knocking people out, yeah, and all the other ones, when David Big Toe Haye is not, all these people who talk about talk about damage and whatnot, when these guys are knocking people out and giving people damage, sign them up. It's all slick. It's all, hey, look at my shapes I'm cutting in the fight. When it comes time for them to take their licks, which is a circle of life and a circle of the universe, oh, now all of a sudden, all the fans need to get on board with them jacking because they got to think about their health. Oh, YB, he shouldn't lose brain cells because you want to see him fight. All right, then. Yeah? Why aren't you telling that to all the fallen dudes? There's loads of low-level boxers who got their head popped for nothing by the A-sides, as such. And here we are. Yeah? No one crying over spilt milk there when all these A-sides are teeing off on these bums and whatever else. No one complaining. Oh, it's all seen as... It's all revered kind of thing. It's a bit like Matthias. Sabril Matthias. He killed someone in the ring, apparently. I didn't hear no one talking about, oh man, it's awful. Everyone was like, yeah man, this guy Matthias. 2-2s. Matthias gets in there, gets his head boxed off by some Australian Donny. So it's like, come on bro, eat man. I believe Matthias should have gone in there and gone out Spark on his back. Just swinging around. That's what I believe. Listen, Matthias took someone's life. That's not really, it's not his fault like that. Both men know what they were signing up for. That said, he should have gone out swinging to the bitter end and got knocked out. That's what Matthias should have done. He owed that to the game. He owed that. Yeah, the life he took, he owed it to just go out swinging. Absolutely swinging his hands off to the bitter end. He didn't do that. He went out sad. So forget about Matthias. Matthias is another on-top fighter, ultimately. Anyone, you can pick any man off the street can win a fight, he's winning. Any man can do that. Any man can beat someone half to death. Anyone can do that. So, I'm not interested in big A-side fighters. I'm not interested in on-top fighters. At all. I'm not trying to hear about on top fighters' health at all. Because these men knock everyone else out, no problems. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.